So like the same thing. This is something like by default. So whatever you want, if you want to modify something, you can definitely modify it to
Okay.
control the fall off. Like fall off is the like width of the the that extent till where that brush going to affect that outer edge. So that fall off is basically that thing. So if you increase reduce it, the entire circle becomes the entire solid 100% effective area. If you make it plus 100%, so the center point becomes really tiny. So like very it will give very slight effect on the outer edge, and somewhere middle zero, it's around 50%. It gives you 50% effect. You can reduce the intensity, then control it.
Okay.
It's a combination of like Photoshop. You have this brush where you have this soft brush where it's feathered out, like on edges are feathered and blurred, right? So
Okay.
this focal shift basically controls that blurry area. That blurred area basically controls that. Like if you want it like really strong and hard, or you want it really blurry and smooth, it controls that area. So okay. So like this, you can create all this thing very easily, and this is like a kind of like I found it like kind of easy and very convenient. Become if I want to like create some fold like this, see, I can simulate things very easily. Like pull something, push something, fold, twist. So, it just needs a little bit of practice. So like you'll understand like if you have any difficulty, try it on a plane or maybe a cylinder or something.
Okay.
So polymer 3D, dynamic subdiv, and then you have all these options, all fold, nudge, hook, um, and this dynamic subdivision by default is 2. If you want to increase, you can increase that as well to get better results. Increase, reduce the brush size, modify things. So you get this nice fold, or maybe you can try it out on just like basic primitive shapes, or if you append a stair, try it out on this
Okay.
dynamic. Either dynamic or you can just simply subdivide it a couple of times. Both work perfectly. See? The more like polygons you have, the better the result. See? Nicely, organically, all these folds. Manually sculpting will take a lot of time, and just like few click and drag can create all these things so easily.
So can we make props in ZBrush?
Yes, of course, we can make everything. Whatever you want, you can make.
Like modeling in Max and Maya, we can.
Like similar thing, you can do it in ZBrush, but for that you need practice a lot because
Okay.
Zmodeler is still not that handy as compared to Max or Maya. But yeah, what you can do is you can sculpt the high poly and then you can remesh it, or you can use some those remodeling tool, or let's suppose, okay, I'll show you something. Okay, delete, let's append a pair. Let's append a DND. So suppose we want to create, or maybe maybe some petal or something, or maybe some. Or yeah, we can do a knife also. Let's see. Polymer 3D, just F, just F. Hmm. So suppose I want to create a knife. That's like kind of hard surface model, right? So there are multiple ways to do it. First thing first, I'll do subdivide couple of times. So I have decent amount of polygons, and let's create a shape, or maybe sword or something to control. This is my blade. So what I can do, I can just simply extrude this, or maybe I can use extract, extract, extract. Now delete this, you can there. So this is my blade, but it can say it's not that clean and sharp. But if
Yes,
I
sir.
want to make it clean and sharp, I can do it very easily in two clicks only. So what I have to do is for this, just go to geometry. You have modified sorry, you have Z remesher. There is an option called keep groups. Click on this and click on Z remesh. Couple of times, and maybe I can reduce the polygons slightly. You can see now my edges are quite clean
Clean.
and sharp, flat edges, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's basically like ZBrush, how you using it, it's all about that. Like if you want to create some sharp edges and all, you have to separate the polygroup. Then you need to delete this in between this loop. So for that, I'll go to Z modeler. I don't want this loop. So just Alt delete this entire loop. Loop is gone. Similarly, if I want to delete like other loops and all, I can delete this loop,
Okay.
this one, or maybe the entire poly space I want to delete. Delete poly loop, delete the entire poly loop. Then for
Okay.
this all entirely I want to delete. I have this poly HSP island. So click on this, entire island is deleted. So I have this blade and I want to fill this. So I can just simply go to modify topology, close hole,
Okay.
close. So then I can again keep group and remesh it again. It's just like what you want to do depends upon that. Keep group multiple times. This is also clean again. You can see flat surface. And now if I want to modify something, I can modify very easily. Like BMB, just F, it's a big brush. So I can see this is like a bit wavy. I don't want it to be wavy. This part, I suppose I wanted this to be really sharp. So I just read this one more time, and then B C I pinch brush. It just all the options are there. How you use it. It's all about that. So
Okay.
I can make it really thin. I can do all the things, and if I want, I can collapse these area, and the base I can extrude it from the this thing, or delete this. Sorry, click this, hide this one, append box or cylinder. But it's just a tool, so it's up to you, like how you wanna use it. So it's
Okay.
totally up to you, right? So if I can create this, after this I want to append another, suppose cylinder, rotate 90, scale it down. So I can create like all sort of things. If I want, I can make it convert this into a low poly and use it. So, but like usually, traditionally, this kind of stuff, creating in Max or Maya is way easy and convenient. Yes, for
Okay.
detailing purpose, definitely you can bring it to ZBrush and start detailing. Like suppose you have some carving or some scratches or dent or maybe, and for those kind of things, ZBrush is way convenient, easy. But creating this kind of stuff, definitely we can use it, but it's not that handy yet. Yeah, but if you practice like a lot, you can create it very easily, all kind of shape, because everything is everything is polygon, right? So
Yes, sir.
however you are bending it, it will create take that shape. So if you create something, you just have to use move, push, pull, move, and place it there. That's it. It's not very
Okay.
difficult. It can like can be done. Like there are artists, they create everything within ZBrush. So it's like kind of easy. It's not like very difficult. It's just like it needs a lot of practice, a lot of hard work. Because ZBrush is all about practice. Because tools everybody can tell you, and with tools you can just Google about it, you can understand. But thing is, if you see this kind of stuff,
Yes, sir.
this 50,000 and
You
all,
can.
you can do it in ZBrush. That gun, you can do it in ZBrush. Everything is there. It's just like how you're using your tools. Or if you master a Z modeler, you can create hard surface models within ZBrush very easily.
Okay.
And Z modeler is kind of a, like really good tool. Have you used Z modeler?
Yes, sir. I used. I for when it was a art surface mode.
Like Z modeler is kind of like nice, right? So I don't know. I also found it like kind of nice and like quite handy also. Like for most of my things, I try to use Z modeler only all the time. Entire loop I can delete and fix things. If I want to clean something, I can clean it also. Okay? Just this edge. I'm creating this loop, something I have selected over. This loop is not okay, not continuous. Just someday I can extrude a polygon, like just we have a this kind of rectangular shape and extrude that entire thing and create this shape. That will be way easy and convenient instead of having this. I can
Okay.
create this instead of this thing, what do you call it? Cylinder, this like the cube or something. It will be much easier to handle and control it. So anything like just like up to you, like what you want to create and how you want to create.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let me try. Just remember one more time. There's something, some linking issue or something issue is there. It's not working. What we can do? So, what we can do, like for this kind of stuff, so I will need, if I'm rendering it out in ZBrush, I will need this one. So, any, say, hide it. With a few eyes and all. So, what I can do, light, this is somewhere where I can see some amount of reflection on the eye. So that basically gives me a better result and looks nice. If the eyes are reflective and if other spot, it looks nice.
Yes.
So you can just simply DPR.
So now it's connect.
Okay, now it's done. Okay. So I guess it was a bit slow. That I maybe I just installed it. That's why it will load the entire file. It will read the polypaint and everything. Like whatever you have created, it will read everything. See? So it's way too heavy. Okay. So I got this thing. You see hair and everything, fish, that glossiness and everything is there. Let's check. See that eye lens is not there. So because that lens I switched off, that is not
Yes,
there.
Mr.
Discard. I have to discard it.
Okay.
Go back and I need to switch it on. The keyshot is off. Good. Let me click CPR. Like, do you have any idea about keyshot?
No, sir.
Okay, keyshot is very straightforward. It's usually used for product rendering, and it gives
Oh,
you amazing quality results like in just few clicks. And what happened this time? What nonsense! Unable to connect. What nonsense with this? Okay, everything is on. Sending to keyshot. Oh, now it's, yeah. I guess I need to restart my system just to install maybe. So
okay.
keyshot is very straightforward. This is your rendering viewport. These are your environment. You can see environment, your texture, color, materials, your backdrop, backplate, and some models and some presets are already there. This is your outliner where you have the scene material, whatever assigned to your scene. Like this is your
Okay.
scene, ZBrush, all the sub tools. This is one camera, materials, whatever is applied, all the materials are here. Camera, whatever camera you have your scene, environment, whichever environment it's using right now, it will show that environment, lighting, and image, like what kind of image you're using. So, uh, the left mouse button, and you can just simply rotate. Middle mouse
Okay.
button, pan, and scroll down,
Zoom.
like zoom in, scroll up, zoom out. It's like very
Okay.
straightforward, not very complicated, and you can see it's real time. It's showing render also, right? So
Yes,
rendering
sir.
is quite easy. And this one is my eye lens, right? I just created this one. So for this, I need a material with glass. Select. You can see under material, I have so many presets. Okay. Right, right. Okay, it's a bit heavy. File is like pretty heavy. So that's why it's taking so long. So glass, under glass, you can see I have so many glass materials. It's a bit heavy. Okay, let's see. Ah, finally. No, what happened? Why it's so slow? Yeah, this is glass basic. So I can just be, I want a glass basic material. Click, drag, and drop on the lens. That outer lens part become a glass now. And you can see it start catching reflection.
Yes, sir.
Go to environment. Go to environment. You can see you have so many presets, presets. You can select any one of them, like maybe drag, drop this one. Performance depends upon your system plus your file size.
Okay.
If the file is heavy, it will be slow. If the file is light, it will render really quickly within like few seconds, because this file is quite heavy. It's around 24, 30 million, so it's pretty heavy. So just drag, but it's stuck. So with this, you can get and right now whatever model is loaded, it's a high poly model. It's not a low poly model. So whatever you have sculpted, you can get all the details very
Okay.
easily. Okay. I want to drag drop this material so that I can get some glossiness reflection, like on this eye. Finally. So I just pasted this one here, and you can see the instead see this reflection scene. So I can modify any of the scene, anything. I can just drag and drop. I can search for a jungle or some mountain region or something, some cave HDRI map, and import it here and drag drop place it there, place it here. I can do that as well. So okay, see, so you see, I get all these reflections, but I don't want that. I want something like this only, because this has this base reflect this highlights. So I'll get some reflection here nicely. So I'll go to like my environment. So if I suppose I don't want this environment to be visible, you can click on color and make it like kind of darkish, grayish, blackish something. bit slow. Like rendering is something. It's a time-consuming process. It's give the more you spend time,
Okay.
the better result you get. So see, I made it like gray. If I want, I can make it black also. And make sure after selecting the color, click OK. Otherwise, it will go back to its actual color. This and rotation, if I want to rotate this scene, right now it's zero because I want this reflection, so I can change this rotation also. These are literal rotation, height, size, contrast, brightness. I can control. Click, close the and I can save this file, save as. Speaking up by all RAM, I believe. Oh, yes. Yeah, Kishore is eating 94% of my CPU. So I'll save this file so I can use it. I don't have to open ZBrush every time and just to save. Oh, Photoshop is also open. That's why I use it. The Photoshop also uses around 8-10% of memory. And so now I can just select and maybe 90 degrees rotate. You can see I got start getting this reflection. The moment you have this reflection, you can see this eye started looking like it looks alive. This character started looking like it's alive, right? That reflection is very important for eyes and all. But if you don't have proper reflection and you don't have that glossiness, it looks dead, right? So that is like very important. So eyes, I can see eyes color as super white. I can change the color in ZBrush and bring it back. Skin, you can see skin is color is fine. Thing is, it's not that glossy, and plus that skin translucency, that softness is not there. And plus, if I want to go back to ZBrush, I can go back to ZBrush. Click here, go back to ZBrush also. So what I'll do, material, I'll search for skin. There are presets of skin material are there. Skin. Just you have two skins. So this one you can see both are human skin. One is bit dusty, one is bit whitish in color. Go to material. Do not modify any of this. Just
Okay.
select one material, any one of them. Select. Okay. Like it's way too heavy file. It's taking so long. Huh, finally. So select, click and drag. You can see top. So you can see if you press Alt to retain the texture, Control to retain the levels, hold Shift to add as a sub-material. So Alt, I'll
Okay.
press Alt because I want to retain the texture, color, and everything. I don't want to remove anything. Control to retain levels, hold Shift to add as a sub-material. I can add as if you press Shift, it will add as a sub-material. So I'll press Alt to retain my texture and drop on it. You can see instantly my skin looks like a skin. Can you see it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir. Visible. It's little blur. It's taking granted.
Okay, this is blur. So now it's clean. Is it clean now?
Yes, sir.
So you can see instantly it looks like a skin material. All presets are there. Now I have all the materials here. Double click any of the material, like human skin. It will open all the parameters of that this particular skin, and now I can modify anything here. I want to make it bit more glossy, so I can decrease the roughness, make it shiny, increase the roughness, make it rough. So like this, I can control the entire thing. Or if I want to modify anything, I can these two are hair basically, eyebrow
Yes,
and
sir.
hair. So I can modify these two. These two don't need to modify. There's other things I can modify. I can change for gums, eyes. Basically, I have all this coloration, and this if I want to now this base this looks kind of fine, but I need a rim light and all those lights to make it stand out. Right now, basic structure wise looks fine. Basic color wise looks fine. Let's see this. So you can see I don't have to texture it. I don't have to low poly it. I just create a high poly and render it out. We can do it like for portfolio pieces for like you can see like this thing in art station. Like artists, they
Yes, sir.
showcase their artwork and with really great detail. Either they use displacement map to render their model, or they use this technique. So with
Okay.
this, you are rendering out a high poly model. So whatever you create, even a pores or whatever you're creating in high poly, you can see everything. So it becomes very easy. Let's go to lighting. If I want, I can modify basic lighting, or I can go to environment. It is the under environment. There is the option for HDRI editor. If I go here, I can modify this HDRI map. If I want to light from backside something, I can do that as well. Like let's see here. This is a plus. This is a add pin light, add graded pin, add image, copy pin. All these options are there. So let's add a pin. So moment I add this pin, you can see I got this thing. So maybe I need to move it, and radius I can increase. You see I will start getting the dim light, brightness I can control with this.
Okay.
I can keep it circular or rectangular. That's totally up to me. Radius I can increase or decrease. I'm making it quite bright, really bright, so that I get this really sharp edge. Uh, 5 is way too much. Keep it 3 or something. So like this, I can see I get this nice rim light. HDRI map is my main key source of light and fill light. And
Okay.
now I have just added this extra light for my key light, for my rim light. If I want, I can add a key light as well. That's totally up to me. So my HDRI will become my fill light. I can see most of the area are illuminated everywhere. There's no dark spots. There's no abruptly black area. So everything I have like nice, like this side bright. This side I can see some reflection here, some highlight. If I zoom in, it will zoom in the character and show you really great detail. You can see here, hand, all the pores are visible.
Yes.
Your shoulder, all the wrinkles, all the lines are visible. Even your sheen, this area, all the lines are visible. So, and if I want to render it out, I can go to render. You can see this is the render option. I click this, it will be paused. This is viewport render basically. It basically just to
Okay.
give you a preview. Once you start, like once you're happy with the lighting, Now you can set the resolution, the whatever the size you want, whatever format you want, where you want to save, and what are the passes you want. Then hit render. It will give you amazing quality render. But if this render will take time, this render will take time. It will take half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, depending upon your size and how many
Oh,
lights you have in your scene. So this is basically a final render, and this is your
okay, sir.
preview render. And in this, you can see you have configuration, you have animation. Suppose you want to render out a turntable, you can do that as well. So there's no animation right now. So let's switch off. If you go to Keyshot XR, in that also you have said render like the rotation. What you want to rotate? Object you want to rotate. XR basically turntable. So you want to rotate the environment, rotate the object, or you want to camera rotation, what you want. You can select that, hit render, it will rotate, and number of renders, how many renders you want. So everything is by default, let's see, number of renders is 162 right now. You can reduce it to 150, 100, 5, 6, 10, that's totally up to you. But this will take a lot of time because it will render each and every frame. So like this, you can control. If you want, you can save this render as well. If you see, there's an option screenshot.
Okay, sir.
If you click this, it will save that screenshot, and you can use this as well. If I just, I'll show you. Click this screenshot. It's taking. It's done. Documents rendering organic. So document. Where is my okay?
I think
Not
C
this
file
document.
public.
Yeah, see public, I guess. Yeah, okay. Rendering. Here is my render. See, if I zoom in, you can see all the pores, all skin details, everything is visible. So it's totally up to me what I want to do. I can reduce something. Suppose I'm not happy here something, I can obviously hit that button, go back to ZBrush, and go back to ZBrush and fix it, and again
Okay.
come back to render Keyshot. Right? So it basically works seamlessly. You can always go back and forth. You can go and do it. You can see all the like the skin detail, everything is visible, and skin looks kind of like you see glossy. Ears are kind of red. I need to make it a little bit more translucent. So for that, I have to modify the material. So I'll do it slowly. So this you can use this technique. This is like something give you instant result, like very quickly good result, and like you can create nice renders, nice output, and like add lights. If you change the color of the light, by default light color is here is like white. If I want to change it to something more yellowish, orangish, just to add some drama in my scene. Okay, changing slightly, that's orangish. This is fine. Not super white, bit more oranges. Then if I want another pin light, I can pin light one more and place it this side. Brightness I want to increase like from front. Radius I can control.